Welcome back, everyone, to another learning experience. Today, we learned holy teaching in a different way. We're gonna apply the holy teaching through painting, and Sky will share with us a short paragraph on the Buddha teaching, so we can learn together. Okay, Sky, go ahead and read the paragraph from the Buddha.
Okay. Because if it's only oneself that experiences the joy, then is that true happiness? If you can let everyone experience this joy, then the true happiness.
Okay, now since you have that, can you share with us? Since you all have that, you read that. Can you share with us what do you think Buddha mean by that?
Really sure.
So sorry, audience. Now we don't prep this beforehand. In all of the teaching and what we do, we don't do the prep. It based on immediate realization. That's the difference from knowledge. Knowledge is something you can memorize and you can repeat, but realization is that the daily application in our daily life. So that's the reason why Sky, when he first read this is the first time we even look at this. So we really don't know what to say or what to expect. So we will learn together. Buddha say, because if it's only oneself that experiences the joy, then is that true happiness? If you can let everyone experience this joy, then that's the true happiness.
Turtle.
If you're in a house with about 5 people and you're the only happiness while the other 4 are suffering, is that a happy life?
No.
Why is that?
Well,
You are happy. Is that the most important thing?
no.
Would you explain to the audience what you think your opinion is
My opinion on what?
on why you are happy, but that is not constitute as happiness?
What does constitute mean?
Perhaps this is a little bit tough for him. Buddha said true happiness is not just oneself experience happiness. If other, if we can share this joy with other, then that's considered true happiness. And you can experience this for yourself. How many times have you pursued the happiness, trying to make your life more happy, but it doesn't last that long? That happiness is only temporary. Would you imagine this kind of world where instead of focus on your own happiness, you share the happiness with all the people around you in your family? For example, you come home, you create an atmosphere of love and harmonious. Everybody in the family work together and are so happy. Every time you go home, that's called home sweet home, and everybody's joyful and happiness. Don't you think that life is so peaceful and harmonious? And if you're trying to pursue the happiness for yourself, and then all the others, are suffering and angry, hatred, then what do you could think that kind of life is? Yeah, that's called the false happiness. So that's what it means, guy. So again, for example, let's put it easy way. Let's say that you have happiness, but your friend in school are not happy. Are you still happy? If you are happy and all of the people that you see out there are not happy, how do you feel?
I would probably feel, I guess sad and, how do I say this?
Now I can give you a realistic experience because this overjoy, this happiness when I go to work. But when I go to work, I am the one that really happy. But as I step into the workplace and people are so tense, some of them are angry, some of them, had judgmental, some of them are complaining. That whole day, I can tell you, I will not have that happiness because we live with other. This environment, we live with people. We don't live in a cave. So that's why our own experience of happiness doesn't last that long because we live with other. So imagine the same situation again. You bring joy to the workplace. Someone is down, you make them happy again. And then this person complain and you suggest something. Instead of complaining, we put in the effort to fix the problem. And then everybody is so happy. And that whole workplace is full of joy, just like that holiday joy that you experience during Christmas or Thanksgiving and so forth. But if everybody you know contribute to the joy because of your presence, of what you bring, then that whole workplace, it had a different atmosphere. So do you have any comment on Buddha teaching?
No.
Yes. Now you might wondering, okay, we talk about Buddha teaching. How come you don't talk about painting and what painting have to do with this topic? So this topic is about not about one personal happiness, but how to share the happiness with other. That's the true happiness. And the same with painting. The painting is a way for us to learn how to share that happiness. Our goal is to put in the effort to brighten people up with different variety of color and stuff, but we let it go. So the goal is for the audience experience of happiness. So that's why we don't attach to it. Okay, Sky, you have any last comment?
No.
Sorry everyone, I sit on the holy teaching. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Pop goes the holy teaching.
That's my lack of awareness. Welcome back to the part 2. A minute ago you saw that while we shared the holy teaching, I was in the painting. And so this is the part 2 because we have a little moment to let the holy teaching soak into our head and review this. Buddha say, because if it's only oneself that experiences the joy, then is that true happiness? If you can let everyone experience this joy, then that's the true happiness. So I asked Guy, if he go to school and his friend sit next to him is unhappy, is he going to experience that true happiness? And so we want to hear his answer.
I guess not. Well, I guess I wouldn't be happy because, well, I guess I just want to live a normal life, and if the people aren't around me are not happy, or if they're not the way I want them, which they're sad, and I don't want sad people in my life. So that would make me feel pretty sad, and maybe, yeah.
So what Sky is saying that when even though he had this happiness, but because others are not happy, it kind of contagious. It kind of passed on to us, creating an atmosphere of uncomfortable, unpleasantness. So sometimes that can trigger us and make us also feel unhappy. For example, Buddha say that if you can let everyone experience this joy, you have this happiness from within, and you want to share that with others. That's called the true happiness. But most people, they keep the happiness to themselves. at the expenses of other people's suffering. What does that mean? They chase and pursue happiness at all costs as long as they can have happiness. No matter what other people are suffering or not, it doesn't matter. They live life for themselves. So Buddha had taught about cause and effect. If you attain happiness at the cost of other people's suffering, then the consequences, the result is suffering. But here Buddha say, if you let other people experience this joy that you have, this happiness that you have, that's the true happiness, because you creating the cause of happiness, and what you think, you will reap the result. You will reap the result of happiness. So that's the true happiness. If you want to have happiness, the long-lasting happiness, perhaps we can all learn together and apply this. And that's what Sky meant when he say that even though he can have the happiness, but if other people are not happy, then it is very hard to have this long-lasting, the true experience of happiness. Some people, they find peace and happiness in nature. Do you know why that's the case? Because in nature, there's no people. So, that's why learn how to deal with others by bringing this true joy, this experience of joy, and share with others. Don't worry too much about one's personal happiness. If we create the cause of happiness, we will happiness. If we are so self-centered, and Buddha Sakyamuni has a teaching, self-centeredness is the root cause of suffering. So if you believe it or not, give it a shot and try to see if we can learn to apply it together. So we can take this moment and reflect on this holy teaching, and we can have a little chocolate together. Sky, we just finished yappity. Let's go ahead and share, this happiness together. What do you think?
Yay!
Do you have any comment?
No.
Thank you everyone for spending your time together. And we genuinely take the opportunity to learn and spend quality time together. Thank you so much.
I like the chocolate.
Very good. Very good chocolate.
Very good. This is the finish of the episode.